Let's get ready to rumble!
You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo, shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to all the boxing content creators, the one that break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. Shout out to all the independent media, and most of all, shout out to the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life for the line for pure entertainment. Now. Let's talk about this high-profile fighter, Devin Haney. I know there's fans of Devin Haney, there's haters of Devin Haney. I mean, I believe every high-profile fighter's got that, right? Everybody got their haters. Everybody got their supporters. But we really gotta break this thing down when it comes to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, former 2-division world champion. You already know he became undisputed when he beat George Kambosos in the 135-pound division when he went out there to Australia. Later, a couple of fights after that, you know, he had the rematch with George Kambosos, then beat Vasily Lomachenko in a controversial decision, in which there's a lot of people in the sport of boxing that believe that he lost, but at the end of the day, it was still a good matchup. It sold its slogan. You feel me? And then he moved up to the 140-pound division and fight Regis Prograis, a respectable former champion, a belt holder at the time, because Josh Taylor, who beat Regis Prograis and beat Jose Ramirez to become an undisputed junior welterweight champion, vacated his belts, and then Regis Prograis fought a vacant for it versus Cepeda, got the belt. Then he struggled with an opponent and stuff like that. I forgot his name right now, but he struggled with his opponent, so he didn't have great momentum going to the Devin Haney fight. And Devin Haney didn't have great momentum with the controversial victory versus Vasily Lomachenko. But at the end of the day, he did what he had to do versus a high-tech Vasily Lomachenko, not necessarily in his prime, like when Teofimo Lopez fought Vasily Lomachenko, in which around that time, Vasily Lomachenko was regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you could flip it around. But then, of course, the fight, April 20th, 2023. Is it 2023? I'm sorry, 2024. It feels like last year. We've been talking about it so much, it just feels like a long time. But Devin Haney stepped to fight Ryan Garcia, and I'm not going into full details. Y'all already know what happened. He got his behind beat up from pillar to post. I ain't talking about the time when he was. I ain't talking about that he got his behind beat when he was in the pool party with Diddy. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, damn it, I'm talking about the April 20th Barclays Center, mano y mano, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney and stuff like that. The amateur rivalry got, you know, in the pro level. Devin Haney got beat down. Beat the hell down. But the nightmare was not really the beat down. It happens in the sport of boxing. You win and lose. That's not the nightmare. That's the letdown. That's the unfortunate part. You know, yeah, you could lose your confidence and the motivation because, you train hard. You know what I'm saying? You train hard. You sacrifice your friends, your family, and stuff like that for those 2 months of camp or 2.5 months of camp. Come up with a game plan. You got your ego up. You feel like you beat everybody. You could beat everybody in the world and stuff like that, right? The life of a warrior, the life of a champion, the life of a fighter. Went out there to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia beat you up, and of course, Ryan Garcia was unprofessional. He came overweight, but then Devin Haney was, I guess, unprofessional enough to accept the unprofessionalism. Well, he accepted a $600K. You know, knowing that Ryan Garcia did come overweight, so he accepted $100K. He could have been easy as a champion and as a respectable champion and say, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with unprofessionalism, just like Emmanuel Rodriguez did to Luis Neri a couple of years back. I don't give a damn if you're gonna come one pound over. I'm not fighting you because it's my life. My life is on the line. But for Devin Haney, life was worth $600K around that time, so he could get it, so he could get the fight with Ryan Garcia. He could have fought Arnold Barboza, who just recently beat Jose Ramirez. Would have been a respectable fight. He's undefeated, Arnold Barboza. Then Ryan Garcia would have looked like a dummy. He would have looked really, really bad, right? He would have looked really, really bad. But anyway, Devin Haney went along with the fight, got beat down. But leading up to the fight is where I see the problem. Now, you already know that Bill Haney, William Haney, father, trainer, manager of Devin the Dream Haney, gave Devin Haney some instructions that really didn't fit the DNA and the character of Devin Haney. And the guy that's supposed to know Devin Haney more than anybody in the world is his father, William Haney. Now, shout out to William Haney. He's 2023 Manager of the Year, has put his son in position to success, has put his son in position to cash out some good purses, has put his son in position to accomplish great things by the age of 25. Can't take that away from Bill Haney, up to the point of that Friday when Ryan Garcia did come overweight, and it was your responsibility as a manager and to reconstruct that contract and put your son in best position to win. But the $600K was just too much. Because at the end of the day, boxing is a hustle. Boxing is a hustle. But within that hustle, there's lives at risk. There's life at risk. And I believe this was the downfall and the nightmare of the Haneys. Money, greed. Not only money and greed, but you know the saying when they say, don't look past your opponent? And I'm not necessarily saying that Devin Haney looked past his opponent, but I think the team looked past the situation, right? Leading up to the fight, Bill Haney and stuff like that was going back and forth with the Gervonta Tank Davis team. Bill Haney has infiltrated the YouTube world, the social media world when it comes to the boxing community and stuff like that. And yes, I'm going to give him credit. He's very transparent. Shout out to Bill. Bill's very transparent. And look, if for the people that are listening on right now, this is no shades in how he is a father. He's a wonderful father. He have displayed that he's a wonderful father. He has displayed that he take care of his kids from the first one that was born to the last one that was born. He's a family man. He got a wife and stuff like that. Shout out to Sean that he could be a potential great tennis player. His princess is doing great. I'm not one of those guys that be like, hey, yo, this father is dumb. Let the father go. No. I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, but we got to break it down biologically and objectively in this one. Because in the end of the day, to be honest, when I say I want to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment, I want to preserve Devin the Dream Haney. I want to preserve the Devin Haney team as well. Because in the end of the day, they're going to give us some great matches, whether it's Devin Haney versus Tio, versus Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, the rematch, versus Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney versus Richard Hitchens, Devin Haney versus Jaleel Hackett. I know they don't want to listen to that. Devin Haney probably a potential with Kid Austin. If Kid Austin could beat Shakur Stevenson, but at the end of the day, they still young. We're going to be talking about that fight a little later, right? I don't want Devin Haney and Bill Haney to be out of the sport of the boxing, but I want them to straighten up, though. I want them to straighten up. But the man that sets the tone for the psyche of Devin Haney is William Haney. It's William Haney. Right now, Devin Haney is living in a nightmare because of the situation and that Bill Haney has built. Because one thing is losing to Ryan Garcia. The other thing is suing Ryan Garcia for battery, emotional distress, reputational damages. That is the weakest move in boxing history. And now everybody's looking at your son, Devin Haney, as the weakest man in boxing history. And it was all because of Bill Haney, William Haney. Because when I was chopping it up with William Haney on the Boxing Voice, he was saying that, you know what? It was actually me. I'm responsible, basically, for Devin Haney to sue Ryan Garcia. And matter of fact, Bill Haney is suing Ryan Garcia through his son, Devin Haney. That's what it is. It's not really Devin Haney that's suing Ryan Garcia. It's Bill Haney suing Ryan Garcia through his son, Devin Haney. So Devin Haney is getting the disrespect. Devin Haney's looking like a beta male. Devin Haney looking like the weakest fighter in the history of the sport of boxing. Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia. Not even Tina Turner sued Ike Turner. Not even Rihanna sued Chris Brown. Huh? You're looking weak out there. Because I want to remember Devin Haney as the fighter that was in a post-fight interview after his fight with Ryan Garcia. And was respectable, was humble, took accountability. Yeah. Ryan Garcia was suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission for not putting the supplements that he have taken in the form of the vital form, which that's breaking the rules in the New York State Athletic Commission. He got fined. I said sued. No, Ryan Garcia got fined, got suspended. I think I said sued, got fined, got suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission for not disclosing the supplements that he took, in which he's supposed to put in a form in the VADA testing form. That's why he got suspended. That's why he got fined. That's why he got suspended for a year. What makes it also look weak is that if they want to use, no, right now to see what I'm saying, that they're going to be like, no, punch. No, it was Osterin. No, don't say it was Osterin, because that's also going to make you look weak. Because Osterin, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't do anything for your testosterone. Probably lower your testosterone. Osterin is like soy milk for men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the skills, and you can't say that it was Osterin. And that's another thing. It's going to make Devin Haney look weaker. After the fight with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney looks weak, not because he got beat down by Ryan Garcia, because in the end of the day, Devin Haney actually looked like a warrior in that beatdown. Devin Haney don't get the disrespect he gets because he got beaten down by Ryan Garcia, because the man kept getting up. And anybody with a boxing eye, anybody in this community, anybody that like the sport of boxing, everybody that like combat sport, when you see a man get hit with the best shot and the man kept coming after you. Now, you don't need a man like that in your life. See, this is the guy that we supposed to be talking about. That's the type of Devin Haney that's supposed to be talked about and analyzed and praised. How he took the beating and kept on getting up. The reason why Devin Haney's getting hated. Look, Devin Haney don't go to the social. Devin Haney don't do a bunch of interviews all day long. No, it's Bill Haney. The reason why they hate Devin Haney is because of Bill Haney. The reason why they look at Devin Haney as a weak fighter is because of Bill Haney. Because he's suing. That's weak. Because you keep on saying the Osterin. Devin Haney don't even talk about that ish. But you keep that Osterin stuff alive. That suppresses your testosterone, bro. Put it this way. Devin Haney was fighting a tranny, damn it. You making Devin look weak. It's the reason why that is the reason why the dude in the carnival don't mind throwing it down with Devin Haney and his whole crew. That made him look weak too. But that's on Devin Haney right there. People not respecting. You remember back in the days when people used to respect fighters? Man, your Golden Glove champion was Superman in the block. Yo, champ. Right now, Devin Haney's a laughing stock. But the one that is the spearhead of that is Bill. You know why? Because I believe that William Haney is taking this loss worse than his son. He ain't cash the check you wrote. Right? Couldn't cash it. Go out there on social media time and time again. Not being focused. I don't think that Bill Haney was focused on Ryan Garcia. He was focused to outperforming, outstaging Gervonta Tank Davis through this fight with Ryan Garcia. See, you wanted your son to go out there and knock out Ryan Garcia, knowing that's not his character nor his DNA. We all know that Devin Haney got that needs knuckle implants. We all know we all know they got marshmallow knuckles. We all know that he got Mr. Softy Knuckles. You know that. You know that he don't, man, come on, man. If we know that, you should know that. And Bill Haney does know that. Because when Bill Haney used to chop it up with Punch Wrong Boxing in my channel, he always was, my son is a finesse fighter. Oh, my son is a finesse fighter. He ain't no damn kid Dynamite Mike Tyson. He ain't none of that. But because he wanted that potential, see, he was thinking about the negotiation with Gervonta Tank Davis while he was supposed to be preparing for Ryan Garcia as a head trainer as well. If we get the money, that's why the contract was constructed around, oh, no, don't worry. He's going to do good. Trust me, he's going to do good. Because then we get successful numbers, and then we get a successful performance like a Gervonta Tank Davis. Yeah. We know that Ryan Garcia is not 100%. This is an opportunity for us to knock out Ryan Garcia, because I've been knowing Ryan Garcia ever since he was a child. Because of course they fought 6 times in the amateurs, so I know that Ryan Garcia is gonna get knocked out. He's not prepared. This is why they went along with the fight, because they thought they knew Ryan Garcia. And they saw the difference between Ryan Garcia, man. He's not hungry. He hasn't been training. I'm hearing the whispers and stuff like that. This man was all over New York City on fight week, getting drunk, having orgies and stuff like that. Man, we're going to knock him out. So he told his son, this ain't the Ryan Garcia for the amateurs. He ain't focused. Knock him out, son. You got played. You got played in the negotiation table by Golden Boy Promotions. Oscar De La Hoya, you got played by Ryan Garcia. Your timing was off. But you wanted Devin Haney to outperform Gervonta Tank Davis when Gervonta Tank Davis stopped Ryan Garcia. And if I go along with this fight, it's going to give you the type of numbers in which I could, when Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia, then we could go to negotiations with Gervonta Tank Davis and we the A side, because we not only got the belts, we not only champions, we not only outperformed you, we also did great on the box office, which they didn't. Only 11,000 plus was in attendance in the Barclays Center. Oscar De La Hoya said it did 300K. You already know that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia did 1.2 million. Didn't come close. And then Devin Haney lost. To this day, Devin Haney hasn't been back in the ring. Promoters don't value Devin Haney like they once. Let's not forget that Devin Haney could have fought Sando Martin. There was the purse bid. Only one guy bid it. Top rank, 2.4 million. Split that. Whatever, 65, 35. 65, 35. Devin Haney didn't want to sign a contract that was on the table by Matchroom Boxing. Eddie Hearn said, you know what? Nah. Eddie Hearn didn't even bid on the fight. Eddie Hearn was the first one that said that fight don't value nothing. But Eddie Hearn don't like also that the Haneys are negotiating deals with Eddie Hearn, and then he goes behind Eddie Hearn's back and trying to negotiate another deal and stuff like that for the same deal or for the same fighter, like they did with George Camboso. You can't give me this fight, Eddie Hearn. Let me go to Top Rack anyway. Nah. We already in the zone. We don't need Eddie. We don't need to give Eddie percentage for us to get Ryan Garcia. Man, let's keep him out. Greed. You may call it business, but you got to call it greed, because at the end of the day, when Devin Haney did sign with Eddie Hearn, or Eddie Hearn signed Devin Haney, or partner with Devin Haney, we all know that Eddie Hearn overvalued him, paid him more than other fighters that already been accomplished. He was getting $2 to $3 million a pop, even during the pandemic, where people was taking pay cuts. And the day when it was time for you to be loyal to Eddie Hearn, hey yo man, I've been here since day one. Now you got to commit to me, because we've been doing for one fight. Let's commit so we can have a great plan and get you back into the rhythm of things, get you back in the winning column, get your respect back. And we know how to do it, because we're the one that has valued you like no other. Nah. So Eddie Hearn basically is saying F you. You know what this fight was saying? The Martin Top Rank says basically F you. Golden Boy Promotion, yeah, Suing, Golden Boy Promotion, Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotion saying F you. Now you want to deal with me? You want to deal with me? Eddie Hearn, DHP want to deal with Eddie Hearn, but talking to Turkey behind, you know what? We don't got to, don't worry, you don't got to sign that deal with Eddie Hearn. We got the fight, we'll get you the money and stuff like that. Because Turkey Alashiki is working with these promotional companies. You're not in a position to do what you was doing when on the come up. Bill, you're not in a position to do that. You're in a position right now that you can have opportunities, but with those opportunities, you got to be humble when you're talking to these people. You're not a power entity. You're not showing that DHP is a power entity. Oh, we bosses. So set your old fight up. Set your own fight up. We bosses. We don't need we bosses. We're trailblazer. Then be the trailblazer and prove it to us. Because let me tell you like this. I remember when Oscar De La Hoya empowered himself. That was real empowering. To this day, that's why Golden Boy Promotion is the way that it is. Because when he was a fighter and he wanted to take the risks and he flipped his own bill, look at Golden Boy Promotions where it's at today. You don't have the balls. You don't have you don't have the business mind to take all the risk. You're afraid of taking these losses, like these promoters have taken these losses. It happens. They're going to win, they're going to lose. Show us. Pay a Blair Cobb like $1 million and stuff like that. Go rent out the Hard Rock Cafe in Orlando. I think I could pack the house. Get the rights. Get the TV rights. No? Y'all ain't ready for that type of business, huh? And now you're getting mad at all these promotional companies and stuff like that because they're not putting worth in your name. Nah. Because I told you since day one, ladies and gentlemen, me, Punch Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, been saying since day one, move on from that loss from Ryan Garcia. They keep on, and I said, move on from that fight with Ryan Garcia because at the end of the day, the boxing fans just want to see a fight. The only way you get your respect back is by fighting. The only way you get your get back is not in the courtroom, is not acting like a bit of baby mama in family court. It's for you to strap up. I'm not talking about the strap up like the poop, like the Diddy's poop party. I'm talking about lace up the gloves. Well, before that, get knuckles implants. And then go to rehab. And then lace the gloves up. Then lace the glove up. Work on your skills and talent. Be sharp as a fighter. William, be sharp as a manager in which you was leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight. Leading up to the weigh-in. Put it that way. Bill is smarter than this. And Devin Haney is more skillful than what they showing. Y'all crashing out. Y'all crashing out right now. And y'all don't need to. Because Devin Haney is very, very young in the game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this. The hate of Devin Haney. Is it fair? Is it fair? Is it just due? I believe his support is fair. I believe the criticism, the constructive criticism is fair. Me, I'm actually a little bit comedic when it comes to Devin the Dream Haney and stuff like that. Nothing to really take all the way personal and stuff like that. I respect Devin Haney as a boxer. I'm not a fan of his style like that, but throughout the years, it does seem like he want to sit down more on his punches. He really want to go for it. But there's certain, I did believe that he was smarter than that in terms of the way that he approached Ryan Garcia. But I still do believe that was his father trying to make him to be a fighter that he's not. But William Haney looked like the type that, when you know that you heartbroken, but you want to, but everywhere you go, you show it with laughter. You know what I'm saying? Ha 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 ha! I don't want it. I talk that ish with anybody. That doesn't faze me. I'm good. Yeah, it doesn't look like your son is good though. You got the thick skin. That doesn't mean your son got the thick skin. You've been losing control in that corner, Bill. But I still want you in that corner because I love this fatherhood, this father and son collaboration in the sport of boxing. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's the most beautiful thing in the sport of boxing. And I know that Bill loves his son more than anything in the world. But sometimes you could lose yourself within that hype. You could lose yourself. You could lose control. And you lost control because in the end of the day, you're the spearhead when it comes to DHP. And any devoted father knows, especially when they put their kids through athletics. A lot of people always say, these fathers want to live vicariously through their sons. No, it's the other way around. If you're a devoted father, you know what I'm talking about. No. My kids see me as superhero. Why? Because I'm a devoted father. And I used to play it and the way when I'm training them, I'm still active. They want to do what daddy do. Same thing with Bill Haney. You think that Edgar Berlanga Sr. is living vicariously through his son? You look at Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, look, shout out to Edgar Berlanga, but Edgar Berlanga, he's street, he gassed, he got the jewels, he try to bring that street persona. Now that was Edgar Berlanga Sr. You don't hear what Danny Swift Garcia said? I wouldn't fight if my dad is not in the corner. His dad is his biggest inspiration. His dad is his biggest motivation. No. See, I believe the people that like to say that, these fathers are living vicariously through their son. You don't have that type of bond. You don't have that father-son relationship with yours. You don't have that. You never had it with your father, and you as a father don't have it with your kids. Because when you're doing your thing as a father, you are a superhero. You are Avengers. You are Iron Man. You are Superman. You are Batman. You are all of that. You are a hero. I'm a hero when I look inside her eyes. I just want to sing that song. Shout out to Mariah Carey. But yeah. They all like that. They all like that. So Bill Haney got to go back to giving Devin Haney the instructions that fits his character and his DNA. I understand that you like yes people around you. Makes you feel good. Matter of fact, sometimes when you're down, it makes you feel good. They pick you up. But that's not healthy in the long run. That's not healthy in the long run. I see how William Haney go and infiltrate all these YouTube boxing heads, these platforms, these podcast hosts, smooth talk them. Hey, yo, Bill Haney be smooth talking these dudes like if these dudes that was in the strip. They be like, yo, Bill, he's paying these dudes. I don't even think that Bill is paying these dudes. He just got a muela. He know how to talk to these guys, and these guys melt. They start popping William's ass pimples. You know, even Bill can listen right now. He's like, hey, yo, this guy this guy punching on his ass. I don't like what he's saying, but it's true. These motherfuckers are stupid. They take everything I say. I want Bill Haney to take what I'm saying because it comes from a real place. Whether it's constructive criticism, whether you think it's hate and stuff like that, nah, man. Just like Bill Haney said, some of this shit is entertainment as well. In one of his recent interviews, he could go back and forth with guys. It's entertainment, all right? Don't take it personal with what I've been saying. I believe that William Haney is a good father, a great manager. One loss doesn't define you, but you're making Devin Haney look weak. No, this shouldn't be a blueprint of let's get my son to be the most hated fighter so we could cash out. Then you're going to end up like Floyd Mayweather getting run down in London. Then then Devin Haney after his career got to be around a bunch of bodyguards his whole career. No, you don't want that. It never fit Devin Haney. It never fit to hate Devin Haney. That Devin Haney doesn't have that attitude, doesn't have that aura to be hated. He can't even talk. Yo, even when you listen to Devin Haney talk, he got that low Michael Jackson voice when Michael Jackson was alive and active when he was young. He doesn't even have the voice to hate him. He don't even have the talk. He don't even know how to trash talk. Bill, you could take it. Pause. You could take those criticism. You could go back and forth. Not Devin Haney. He get chewed up. And you know that. Yes, you keep his name relevant. But that's your job. Good. That's your job. Devin Haney needs to go back to what made him a champion. And still grow with that skill set. He's not a finished product, and that's the beautiful thing about it. You're not a finished product as a manager, and you're not a finished product. But these dudes you putting around you saying, yo, Bill, yo, Devin, people are ducking Devin. Yo, Devin is the man. Devin be everybody. Devin will knock out everybody. Stop, man. You don't want that fakeness around you. It's the reason why Devin also did what he did in the ring, the approach that he took fighting Ryan Garcia, because all those fake people around you, bro. Those fake boxing content creators that when you driving and you put, hey, yo, son, listen to what these guys saying. Nah, man. Go back to the real ones. Go back to the real ones. At the end of the day, he's only your son that's risking his life. Remember that. You know that more than anything in the world, William. It's your son that's risking his life. All these boxing YouTube, all this back and forth, all these tweets, all these posts by you, by others and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it's only one man that's risking his life. That's Devin. Put the real ones around your son. Make your son listen to the real ones, even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. I really don't think that Devin Haney's defense is that bad. I believe he was taking the type of risk that he's not normally, no, he's not known to be taking those type of risks. He loaded up with no bullets. And he was shooting blanks. And he kept trying to load, and he was going to get pop, getting hit. Trying to load, and he can't hit. But I'm going to say this. As much criticism that Devin Haney has been taken, due to also William as well, Devin Haney should be one of the most respected fighters in the sport of boxing. And I wanted to do a live about this on my YouTube channel yesterday. I wanted to talk about this, but I was too tired. I wanted to go to sleep. And one of the most potential fights in the sport of boxing, of course, of this generation is Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, the two-time lineal champion, the two-division lineal champion, should be recognized as the first male two-division undisputed world champion if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. We all know it. The fighters know it. The legendary fighter know it, just like Roy Jones Jr. said to Teofimo Lopez, just like Roberto Duran calls him undisputed, just like Tito Trinidad calls him undisputed. Everybody know what happened. Everybody know the politics of the sport of boxing, and everybody know how the WBC tampered with the legacy of Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko, right? Teofimo Lopez, I believe, is one of the most hated fighters in the sport of boxing. Yeah, he may say a couple of things out of his mouth that get people riled up. And in the end of the day, if you've been in the sport of boxing for quite some time, you know what he says is to entice a fight. Devin Haney is one of the most hated fighters in the sport of boxing. In this young generation, the two most hated fighters in the sport of boxing is Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, they got their supporters, but the most hated of this young generation is Devin Haney. I think Teofimo Lopez is the most hated fighter in boxing, especially in this side of the pond. But Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is the most hated fighter, especially when it comes to the platforms, to the Twitter heads, YouTube boxing content, YouTube boxing community. But they're the most accomplished. Teofimo Lopez have shown y'all that he ain't scared of nobody. He's the underdog wanting to take on the favorite and beat the favorite when the brights are light, brighter than ever. Beat Vasily Lomachenko when Vasily Lomachenko was regarded pound for pound 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Beat Richard Comey when people thought that he was not gonna. That was a 50-50 fight before the Nakatani. Went up there. Beat Sando Martin, who retired Mikey Garcia, a 4-division world champion. The best 140-pounder before Josh Taylor was Mikey Garcia. The pound for pound, the last pound for pound junior welterweight champion was Mikey Garcia. Josh Taylor, as we all said earlier, beat Regis Prograis, beat Jose Ramirez, became undisputed. He vacated his titles. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. Could have been undisputed right there. Recognized as undisputed, and that's why he's the 2-division lineal champion. But he's hated. Devin Haney, another most accomplished fighter. If you're talking about if this young generation, I believe that if both guys retire, they're sniffing the Hall of Fame. Especially Teofimo Lopez. He's already going to the Hall of Fame because of his resume. Whether people like him or not, look, people are going to be here. No, he's going to the Hall of Fame. Whether you like it or not, he got the accomplishments to go to the Hall of Fame. He got the resume already to go to the Hall of Fame. Whether it's a first ballot, that's debatable up to this point. But these guys already did great things by the age of 25. Devin Haney is recognized as the youngest undisputed world champion. Devin Haney is the 2-division world champion. Went up there to fight Regis Prograis, which at the time was the second best 140-pounder. Josh Taylor being the first. They're the most hated. And maybe the fans been so focused on hating on Tio and hating on Devin is the reason why a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis that hasn't done nothing in terms of legacy gets all the praise or gets less of the shame or get pushed to the side or, you know what I'm saying, slid under the rug. Because the fans are so focused on hating on Tio that's doing everything, on Devin that has followed in the footsteps of Tio to accomplish greatness. Because, of course, you know what I'm saying, Tio did fight Loma, then later, and Camboso. Yes, he took a split decision loss, but overcame that in the 140-pound division and put him back in position as a pound-for-pound fighter, right? Both of these guys got the best resume. Both of these guys got the most accomplishment outside of Shakur Stevenson, that is a 3-division world champion, super featherweight, unified the titles, and right now currently holding the WBC title. But Teofimo Lopez never got a vacant title. Teofimo Lopez never got a vacant title. Teofimo Lopez never beat somebody for the vacant title. Teofimo Lopez never got an elevated as an email champ or whatever. No, Teofimo Lopez beat a champion of Rich Comey, beat a unified the belts with Lomachenko, beat a champion, an undisputed champion in Josh Taylor. He beat champions. A lot of these fighters that we love don't beat the champions. They get elevated. They fight for vacant titles and become a world champion. Now Teofimo Lopez beat a champion to become a champion. Beat a champion to become a champion. She beat a champion to stay a champion. Already won 5 straight. And he gets more hated than anybody else in the sport of boxing. Devin Haney has been the laughing stock of 2024. And Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be fighting Lamar Roach. And Gervonta Tank Davis is in the pound-for-pound list over guys that's doing everything in the sport of boxing and working their asses off, like Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. So now I'm going to say this. I think we need to slow it down. I think we need to really, really look at this. No. Wait. We got too much energy. Whether we overly criticize Devin Haney over other people, overly criticize Teofimo Lopez and hate on Teofimo, let's slow it down right now, because that is actually giving Gervonta Tank Davis a pass, because what they are doing, we want Tank to do it. We're fogging up the real issue here in the sport of boxing, especially of this young generation. The 2 guys that's supposed to be the most praised, it is Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, like Ryan Garcia. Yes, I believe that Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney from pillar to post. And at the end of the day, even Ryan Garcia don't go for titles. Ryan Garcia haven't won anything. Shakur Stevenson has just walked into the 135-pound division and stuff like that. And yes, he is also one of the most hated fighters in the sport of boxing. Why are these guys that's accomplishing so much that want to bring, you know what I'm saying, legacy reigning supreme into this era? I think the most loved fighter in America is probably Bam Rodriguez. That's it. I don't think he gets no hate. I think he's the only fighter that really, really doesn't get no hate right now. But then there's a lower division in which there's not a lot of fans or a lot of potential fights that people are geared to and stuff like that. They give him a pass. There's no race bait going on when it comes to Bam Rodriguez and those divisions and stuff like that, because there aren't no black fighters either. We got to slow it down now. We really got to slow it down. We got to slow down the hate, because it's giving guys like Gervonta Tank Davis the pass. Right now, you already know that Teofimo Lopez has sent offer to Devin Haney. Devin Haney declined to negotiate. Sent an offer to rematch George Cambosa. He declined. Early this year, sent an offer to Jose Ramirez. He declined. Look at Jose Ramirez, where he's at right now. Could have gone. I'd rather lose to Teofimo Lopez than to lose to Arnold Barbosa. Subriel Matias turned down Teofimo Lopez. I'd rather lose to Teofimo Lopez than lose to Liam Powell. Liam Powell, who just lost to Richard Hitchens. Look where they at now. Devin Haney looking for an opponent, but the beating he took from Ryan Garcia doesn't give him the benefit of the doubt with the promoters. Will make him look weak. Another thing, Bill Haney said that Turkey offered Teofimo Lopez $5 million to fight us. Stop lying, man. You think that Teofimo Lopez is in a position to even avoid $5 million right now? Does that make any sense? No. But then you push that to boxing content creators. They start lying about it. And this is the sad part. That these boxing content creators, y'all pushing 50 years old. Y'all 50 years old. Probably got grandkids and stuff like that. Near 50 or mid 50, near 60. And you going to let this dude just lie straight to your face? And you want to push a lie like that? Let me tell you like this. In the YouTube boxing community, There are a lot of you guys, and I'm saying like this because I gotta keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively, and no matter how some of these guys may dislike the high octane, el pastor de boxeo, punch run boxing, I gotta say this: some of you guys had great potential channels, but you have submitted, not even to a fighter, you submitted to Bill. Y'all lost y'all mojo. Hey, let me say it like this. Even the race baiting channels, y'all lost y'all mojo. Y'all lost y'all mojo. Y'all going against Gervonta Tank Davis because, and I'm just talking about, Gervonta Tank Davis deserves his criticism, but y'all going against Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all going against Bud Crawford. Y'all going against these guys because, why? No, y'all was supposed to be the pro Cocolos. The pro Cocolos. Now y'all submitted your whole channel to diss on everybody just for Bill. Not even for Devin, because y'all wasn't Devin Haney fans. Y'all Bill Haney fans. And Bill Haney's like, punch. I've got all these guys in my pocket. Yeah. But anyway, I think that people need to slow down the hate with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. I would like to see that fight in the future, in the near future. But stop the cap. Yeah, Turkey didn't offer. Has anybody in this community ever heard Turkey talk about Teofimo Lopez? Have Eddie Hearn said, because in the boxing voice, when I was debating Bill Haney, he said that Turkey Al-Sheikh and Eddie Hearn will pay us and Top Rank will pay Teofimo Lopez. Have Top Rank stated anything about this? Has Bob Arum stated anything about the Turkey, the $5 million offer to Teofimo Lopez? Have Eddie Hearn, I interviewed Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said he doesn't have a contract with Devin Haney and stuff like that. But I talked to Devin Haney and said, why? You know Eddie Hearn got a big mouth. He does not like Teofimo Lopez. He could have easily said, I don't know what's wrong with this Looney Tune. Turkey Al-Sheikh offered him $5 million. He turned it down, and I don't understand. No. William, stop being a damn liar out here for no reason. You don't even need to lie. In all reality, all Devin Haney needs to do is fight a nice tune-up, get back to the rhythm of things, get back to the winning column, get his confidence back, his motivation up. That's all. He's still young, 26 years old, just turned this past month. I'm not even asking Devin Haney, if I was managing, which I'm not. If I was training, managing Devin Haney, I'd be like, my man, you're 26 years old, let's get back to the winning column. Easy. Let's get something right now and then, man, move on to the next big thing. I know the business model. Call all these names out, and then we get a fight versus some veteran old dude and stuff like that. I know that's what they're going to do next. That's what they got to do next. That's what they're going to do. And that's right, when they do it, they spartan up. It's almost like when they fought Jorge Linares, when they was pretending that they sent a contract to Vasily Lomachenko, and then Vasily Lomachenko said on Twitter, I ain't never seen no damn contract from y'all. Keep Devin Haney's in the mouths of the contemporary fan bases. So when we pick an opponent, which is not going to be no T.O., it's not going to be no Shakur, it's not going to be no Gervonta Tank Davis, it's not going to be none of those guys, then you got people trying to look at the fight. Get back to the rhythm of things. Teofimo Lopez going to be looking to fight Boots. He ducking. And I was talking about it in one of the videos and stuff like that. Boots Ennis should take the opportunity to fight Teofimo Lopez because he's a name. He's the most accomplished fighter in your resume. If ladies and gentlemen, if the potential fight for Jerome Boots Ennis is the unification, and I'm not doubting the unification bout, but let's be real, let's be realistic. Conor Benn is in negotiation with Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios been asking for Conor Benn. Conor Benn wants Mario Barrios. Eddie Hearn would love that fight. So guess what? The business handlers, the network, the zone, the stream services, and the fighters want that fight. So of course, Conor Benn is gonna get Mario Barrios. So the unification bout between Boots Ennis and Mario Barrios is off limits of now. Then you got Boots Ennis versus Brian Norman Jr. Now, Brian Norman Jr. declined the offer that they gave them. So Eddie Hearn said, I don't want to work with them. So they off limits. Now you got Stanionis, who already did a purse bid, and they postponed the purse bid a couple of months ago and stuff like that. I think they already negotiated a deal in which he was going to be fighting. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. So even it's hard to even pay the step aside money to the potential Stanionis opponent because they already went through a purse bid. And when a purse bid and the rule says, when the purse bid, that's saying nothing you could do about it. But we already know that the most dysfunctional boxing federation is the WBA. So, and Conor Benn is number 2 in the WBA. So I think that could pass. But look what you're trying to do. You're trying to step aside. The Boots and his team is going to pay step aside money or make Matchroom Boxing pay step aside money when it's not even a big fight. I'm talking about a big fight. Yes, it's a unification bout for Jerome Boots Ennis, but a big fight? That's not a big fight. So I got to pay extra to get that fight? When Eddie Hearn said he'd rather get the Teofimo Lopez fight, Bob Arum said we want Jerome Boots Ennis. Eddie Hearn says we want Jerome Boots Ennis and Teofimo Lopez. And they say the Zone and ESPN will be a combined pay-per-view event. That means the networks are for Jerome Boots Ennis and Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is calling out Jerome Boots Ennis. So the business of boxing is calling for that fight. And when you go against the business, you know what happens. A la Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford when Showtime, PBC wanted Earl Spence to fight Keith Tom Thurman. And Spence says, no, I'm not fighting. I'm dropping my belts. I'm not fighting Thurman. I'm not fighting Thurman. Knowing that was the best, that was the most lucrative fight within the in-house of PBC at that time. And he said no. And then he got his butt whooped by Bud Crawford. I'm not saying don't take a power to your own hands, just like Kid Austin did with his promotional company, and he's going to be fighting Shakur Stevenson February 22nd. What I'm saying is that this is a high-profile fight. Boots Ennis could be featured on ESPN, in which he never been featured. The business, and when both sides, the business sides, is in agreement, we're talking about sponsorship, we're talking about endorsements. If Boots doesn't fight Teofimo Lopez, that's going to be one of the dumb decision boxing business decision he's made, and he's made a couple already. Let's not forget this is a third promotional company. He just got out of court last year with the Duncans. Before that, he had a problem with his promotional company. Get this fight. Teofimo Lopez is going to be moving up. That's the most accomplished fighter of your generation. If you say that, if I tell you right now, all these guys retire, who's going to go to the Hall of Fame? Teofimo Lopez, Mario Barrios, Brian Oman Jr., or Stanionis? Who's going to go to the Hall of Fame? Exactly, Teofimo Lopez. We want things to be like it was the past, right? Yo, we want boxing to be like it used to be. We want boxing to be like it used to be. All right. Then the Teofimo Lopez moving up to fight Jerome Boots, and this is what it used to be. No. Yes, it is. What you think Roberto Duran fighting Sugar Ray Leonard was? Yeah, him moving up. He moved up. Hearns moved up to fight Hagler. Yes, he moved up. Sugar Ray Leonard moved up to fight Hagler. Yes, he moved up. It's all about somebody moving up. That daring to be great. Yes, Triple G. Canelo Juarez here. He moved up for Triple G. Yeah, Canelo Juarez moved up for Bivol. Yeah, failed. But what? He moved up. Manny Pacquiao, A-Division World Champion, 5-time lineal, 2-time World Champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT. Manny Pacquiao moved up. Roy Jones Jr. moved up to become the second man in the history of the sport of boxing to come from the 154-pound division and go to the heavyweight just like Flo Patterson did. And beat John Ruiz. Yeah, he moved up. Why you acting like this is something new? Y'all begging to watch boxing like it was back in the days, and we got Teofimo Lopez that is actually doing and voiding the frustration of those type of boxing fans to be like, yo, I want these fighters to do what they was doing back in the days. Teofimo Lopez versus Jerome Boots Ennis is the fight to make. Jerome Boots Ennis doesn't finalize the fight. He's some dumb mother effer. You stupid. To be honest, a stupid move because you're going to be the favorite, right? He's going to be the favorite. You beat an accomplished fighter. Let's be real. All these guys in 147 got straps. But y'all ain't earning. Y'all ain't beat Bud Crawford for them straps. Y'all belt holders. Just like Boots Ennis said in that interview, his last interview said that he doesn't even feel like a champion because he never felt that feeling like Richardson Hitchens did a couple of weeks ago because I never beat to become a champion. I never earned it that way. They gave it to me. Well, guess what? They gave it to Mario Barrios. Guess what? They gave it to Stanionis. Guess what? They gave it to Brian Norman Jr. So guess what? You fight all of them, y'all in the same spot. But if you beat and fight Teofimo Lopez, you beat in a 2-division lineal champion. And how many 2-division lineal champions there are in the sport of boxing today? The most prestige title belt in the history of the sport of boxing, which dates 100+ years old. Jerome Boost Energy, you better listen to your boy Punch Drunk Boxing, because I'm the one that been pumping your name since day one out here. These newbies in the YouTube boxing content creator, they new. Whether you like it or not, that's the fight. Matter of fact, in the eyes of many, that's the safe fight. That's the money fight, and that's your safe fight. You said that you moving them, that you should move up to the 154. That's where you're gonna be at your best. Let me tell you like this, Jerome Boost Ennis. If you pay step aside money, get Stanionis, and Stanionis give you a run for his money, let's say you beat Stanionis. And Conor Ben, let's say, beats Mario Barrios. Then Conor Ben will be a champion. You think he's going to be looking at Jerome Boost Ennis? Wouldn't Conor Ben really be like, I want Jerome Boost Ennis? Nah. They're going to look for the Eubank Jr. fight. They'll get a homecoming fight. You think they're going to go straight from Mario Barrios to you? No. And they'll make you probably stay in 147. Make you suffer down there. And then probably by the time you do unify the title, do you try to get the unification bout with Conor Ben? You already said you don't feel comfortable at 154. You already told the whole world that you are not at your best. Your power's not at your best. By the time you do fight, let's say next last year or early 2026, you're going to be depleted. You're going to be weak. You're going to be Teofimo Lopez like he fought Cambosa. You're going to be Earl Spence like he fought Bud Crawford. You're going to be Ryan Garcia when he fought Tank. You're going to look like a skeleton. You're going to look like Kell Brook when he fought Earl Spence. Remember what Eddie Hearn was trying to tell Kell Brook, go to 154. Go to 154. Either you fight Teofimo Lopez now or you go to 154 now. But guess what? I'm going to say it like this, and I said it in a video yesterday. The reason why that Boots and his team, and I like Boots and his, but the reason why Jerome Boots and his team in the YouTube boxing community is trying to say, oh, no, we don't want Tio. I'm telling you, Boots want the unification bout. No. Y'all just saying that's primary rather than the Tio fight. Y'all saying that these unification is primary, even though that I just broke it down that they not even on the table like that. It's because if Jerome Boost Ennis starts saying, yeah, I want Tio, yeah, I'm here to fight Tio, then it justifies him ducking Virgil Ortiz. So publicly, Jerome Boost Ennis can't be yelling out, yeah, I want Tio, damn, that's somebody fight, that's a good fight, yeah, I'll take Tio, yeah, because then, remember, they say that he's back in 147 to unify the titles. So if he doesn't unify the title, then it is that he dug Virgil Ortiz at 154 for the February 22nd date for Reha season. But get the Tio fight. Once the promotion goes on the way, once it kicks off, people gonna forget about the Virgil Ortiz and Boost Ennis. They're gonna be talking about Teofimo Lopez, Virgil Boost Ennis, Madison Square Garden, Philly versus New York, Brooklyn. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And then you put Richards and Hitchens. Think about it. You put Teofimo Lopez versus Jerome Boost Ennis. Then you put Richardson Hitchens. Yo, I even make if Blair Cobbs want to come to the 140-pound division. Nah, he's in 147. Can't knock that. But I would have said, yo, Blair Cobb go fight Richardson Hitchens at 140. Philly versus Brooklyn. Richardson Hitchens could be fighting Elvis Rodriguez. That's a good fight. New York got a Dominican fan base, right? So you put Richardson Hitchens from Brooklyn, Teofimo Lopez from Brooklyn. You got Philly. You got Philly and Jerome Boost Ennis in the main event. And then you get Elvis Rodriguez in the 140-pound division. That's with top rank as well to fight Richardson Hitchens. Boom. Boom. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.